Okay, so here I have a composite vase. I threw it in three pieces. So the bottom, and then the middle, and then the top. And then put them together and the little flowers and transfers, underglaze transfers. Inside it's, I mean, you can't really see that, but it's a little bit tedious to use a brush to glaze in there. So what I'm going to do is pour, and I'm going to use this setup where I have a bowl. How about there? Is that good? Yeah, that's good. With this cookie thing. And I'm going to use Amico's Cherry Blossom for the inside. Okay. I think this one is new. Yeah, haven't used it yet. It's a really nice celadon. Okay, so let's pour it in there. Twirl it around. Nice, okay. And then I'm just going to leave it like that so that it can drip away, and then all of this will go back into the jar. I'll be back. Okay, so now I'm going to do some brush glazing. I'm using these fan brushes. They come in a set, I think it's of 8, and I'll leave a link down below, an affiliate link, so I make a little bit of money if you order from that link. But yeah, I like them, and I find that they're not shedding at all, which is really, really nice. Okay, and so this is an underglaze transfer, and it's been bisqued, obviously, on here. But if I was to really rub it hard, it would still smudge. It's smudged in a few places that doesn't really bother me, and it's kind of a nostalgic sort of look, I guess. But I'm hoping that my glazes will drip down a bit over this area, but it's always a crapshoot. That's pottery for you. So to glaze an underglaze transfer, what I do is I load my brush and I pat it on first. This way I'm not running my brush across the underglaze transfer. I'm just dabbing it, which kind of puts a layer of protective coating on the transfer first. Did I learn that the hard way? Don't we learn everything the hard way? Okay, so now I'm going to let that dry and come back to you in a moment. Okay, so this is dry to the touch, which is great. And I'm going to use, this is the cherry blossom again. It's the stuff that's on the inside. Use this brush and start glazing. So now you can drag your brush across this. And it's a celadon, this cherry blossom. So these transfers will show through. And celadons are stable. So don't expect the celadon to run, because it won't. And you're going to need, for sure, the 3 coats. I say the 3 coats not including the barrier layer you put up first. And it doesn't have to be, tedious. Like, you don't need to get with a little paintbrush all those little flowers and everything, because I don't anyway, because that's not my plan to use the Celadon on the flowers. I'm going to be using a running glaze, and I'm, like I said, hoping it's going to run down a little bit. So yeah, you just do that 3 times for sure. I'd say 3 is probably enough if you with that barrier layer. And if you have it on your banding wheel like this, then you can kind of twist it around a bit. But for those of you who are not familiar with glazing, you don't want your brush to you don't want there to be friction between your piece and the brush. That means then that you wouldn't be getting enough glaze on the pot. If you're getting friction, it starts to dry out and you're getting friction, then you want to reload your brush. Okay? And I think that's just good for now. So I'll be doing 2 more layers like that. Okay, so now I'm going to paint my next color. I'm using, oh my gosh, can you believe I forgot what this brush is called? It'll come to me. I'll leave an affiliate link in the notes below. Anyway, you want to peel at that brush, which means you want to get it wet and then take all the water out of it. And I'm going to be using Spectrum Sangria. And what I'm going to do is, well, first of all, I'm going to decide where I want this. So I think I'd like it right about there. All right. And I know I want it to come over these flowers. And I'm using this brush so that I can get right in there. Now, I don't want to paint down here. I'm hoping it runs down there with a little bit of flux. We'll get into that later. But I don't want to paint down there. So this brush is great for getting down there and behind. Oops. Get that later. Okay, I got one flower here with a mush petal, but who cares? It's pottery, all handmade. Sometimes stuff happens. All right, I'll just pause you while I finish this up. Okay, so now I'm going to just switch to a fan brush and tackle this top part of this vase. So you see how it gets friction? That means I need to stop and reload. So right now I'm going to stop and get rid of this little blob I just did. Very gently. I don't want to wipe off the Celadon. As soon as there's some friction, reload. Now normally I'd get a lot more on there, but I'm being a little bit careful just because this is an upright piece, and I don't want the paint dripping down to the bottom. So I'm kind of holding it up at an angle. Yeah, all that. Normally there'd be a lot more paint on that and you'd be able to go further. So that's kind of the first layer. I'll just touch it up here. And I'm realizing I'm on the wrong side. Oh well, whatever. I haven't done too many of these glaze along videos yet. Okay, so that's the first layer. And I'm going to do 3 layers of this sangria. Okay, so while that second coat is drying, I'm going to start down here with the same color glaze. So my plan is to do kimchi, sangria, cherry blossom, kimchi, sangria. That's my plan. There we go. So that's one coat. Okay, now I have Spectrum kimchi. And yeah, these are all floating glazes. So what happens with them is it's almost like they have this base color and then another color floats on top of that, so that they're really very lovely. So I'm going to take my fan brush and I'm going to go, I want it to come into the pot a little bit. I know, look at me, I changed sides. I don't know what I was thinking before. Can you see that? I hope you can see that. Like that, yeah. And I'm going to overlap the sangria here. They're really very close in color. So it's a little bit hard to see. That's the top part, and then I wanted to use it down here too. And just using the chisel of the brush, which is this part, that's the chisel, to get to the top of this section there, and then you can there you go. That's the first coat of each. So I'll be doing 3 coats of this as well. Okay, so just a little recap. I have cherry blossom poured inside, and I have 3 coats of cherry blossom here. Well, a barrier coat and 3 coats plus. And then this is sangria and sangria times 3. And this is kimchi and kimchi times 3. So now what I'm going to do is put a band of Mako's Light Flux in a few areas, because I want this to run. I'm going to be using the Camille Hoffman Slow Cool program with an augmented 5th segment to 2190, and then a hold for 5 minutes. And I've noticed with the Spectrum floating glazes that they move, but they don't drip a lot, which is great because I don't want them dripping off my pot. But I want some things to move. So I'm going to use this Mako's Light Flux with my Sumi brush. Just could not remember that. And I'm going to be putting a band here. Here. I'm hoping that that will run between the flowers. And here, so that I'll get some running down to the bottom. I'm going to have to put this thing on a cookie for sure. All right, no, and I would like some on the inside here too, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll put another 2 coats of this light flux on those bands. And then once it's all dry, I'll put it into the kiln and we'll see what happens. It's entirely possible I'll have to refire it, but it'll be a surprise for both of us. Okay, I'll get back to you. My last piece in here, I did another glaze along video, which is not up yet, but will be, because I always like to have the finished product at the end, so I had to wait for it to come out of here. So let's see, because this was quite ambitious, this one. Oh, there's some plucking. Darn it. Oh well. All right. It's a compilation vase, so I threw it in 3 pieces, bottom, middle, and top, and then attach them. And inside I have poured cherry blossom, poured it, and then in here is 3 times kimchi, 3 times, 3 times sangria, really 4 times cherry blossom, sangria, I'm sorry, kimchi and sangria. And then I put flux here, 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 which I don't see much there, but anyway, and here. Anyway, this glaze along will be up. I did want it to drip down here, and it has done a bit, so yeah, I think I'm going to be happy with that. I think that it turned out quite well. I'm not happy about the plucking. That's a bummer. But I'll figure that out. Anyway, that does it.